B.I.G is short for Bitch I'm Greazzy. It's just like an introduction, like a I'm here type of statement, you know. I'm here, I ain't come to fuck around. We came to take care of business. We came to put out the best music we can and kill the streets. Like, and that's just what it is. I know if I can kill the streets in the streets, I know I can kill the streets in the industry. I actually was in the studio and I did a song. After the little saying got so popular at the end of the verses, I did a record called Bitch I'm Greazzy. And when my engineer saved it in the Pro Tools, he titled it B.I.G. And when I saw that, I was just like, that's the name of the tape right there, big. So I'm gonna do everything big. I'm going big with the production, the features. I just wanna do everything big. Now I'm a big nigga too myself, so it's like, that's what we just ran with, the B.I.G. So, and it worked out. And like when it got so deep to the point where it was like, I got bigger and infamous on the record. And they're like, you even look at it like that, it's like bigger, infamous, Greazzy. Like it just kept lining up that way. So it was just like, all right, you know, I got to look at these signs. So this is what we going with right here. Actually, it was supposed to come out on September 11th. But I was riding around the city. I was actually on the way to one of my friends' listening party and got pulled over and got arrested and ended up sitting 6 days. So when I got out that Sunday, I just was like, hey, I told him, I said, man, I don't want to wait no longer. Thursday, drop it. So we went crazy with the Instagram promo, Twitter, a few little blogs, and just hurried up and put it out. Cause I've been promoting the mixtape for a minute, but the circle of friends that I have, like they so, you know, deep into the music as far as the way I'm trying to go with it. It's like I want to put out the best quality music I can. So like when they song come on in the club and the DJ fucking with me and he want to play mine after, it doesn't sound the same, but the quality is the same. Like it's not all muffled and you can't understand what I'm saying. I just try to put out the best body of work. So I probably recorded like close to 40 records for this project, and Big and Al and everybody was just like, give them 10, a solid 10. So that's what I picked, a solid 10 out of those records, and then I added a little intro just for me. So that's what I actually had picked 16. I picked 16 records, and when I gave him the bigger, he was like, all right, now give me 10. And he said that right in front of one of the people that's real influential with managing me and trying to guide me in what I'm doing. And he was like, yeah, he was like, you right, give him 10 records. So they sent me back to the studio to cut 6 more records, which was dope because I ended up cutting some records that really didn't have the vibe of the B.I.G. And I ended up coming up with a whole nother mixtape that's got a whole nother vibe to it, which is gonna be real dope, and that's called Cream Slaughter, with the Cash Rules Everything Around Me, and then the Slaughter, like SLOWDA, for all the mud sippers. It's like a get high, ride around, you know, chill. Got everything on that real chill. Like it's gonna be crazy though. I already got some stupid features on there, and the production is like completely left of what I'm doing. So it's just gonna show people a little different side. Me, DJ E-Sud, my engineer Shorty Fresh, and CO. Also, the guy that shot, he runs DJ Service Pack. So I just went to a few people that I know that listen to music, like that's their job all day, every day. So I need y'all to help me pick these records and kind of line them up. So what I wanted to do with the tape is I wanted to come out hard. That's why I picked the intro. And then I wanted to kind of give them a few little party records, the singles. And then I wanted to get into like the meat of the work towards like 5, 6, 7 and all down. So that's kind of how it lined up that way. Comes on strong with the intro. Like the intro is like, if you don't know anything about me, my name, like I said, my name is Greazzy. The B.I.G. is just a shorter term for that. But I used to be in a rap group back in the day called Dollar Boys. We put out a series of mixtapes between 2004 and 2007 called Welcome to Chiraq. And that's actually where the Chiraq term came from. Came from right there on 44th and Vincennes in front of my homeboy Fat Folks' grandma house. The gangs was warring at the time. We had just came back from Atlanta, and we pulled up and we had parked out front. He was like, bro, y'all gotta put these cars in the garage. Then we was like in the S550 and a pickup Escalade. He was like, if y'all don't put these cars in the garage, they're gonna come through and shoot them up, just shoot them up for no reason. It's like Chiraq around here. And we all looked at each other, kind of like with the b.i.g thing. We all looked at each other and like, that's the name of the tape, Welcome to Chiraq. And we put out 3. I had Ferris and V-Dub host the first tape. Our first tape actually came out 2 weeks after Bump J's Grimeyville, which was one of his biggest mixtapes. You know, he like an underground king in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Free Bump J. He'll be home in like a year or two, tearing the streets up. But yeah, and then we put out one with Sean Mack. We also put out a no DJ version. So, and we sold, like, at that time in Chicago, selling your CDs and marketing yourself, like, we had people to look at like Soldiers at War who sold hand to hand like over 100,000 copies. So we just took to the same thing that they was doing. Selling our CD, we said we was trapping them out of fancy cars though. That would be the only difference. We wouldn't stand in the middle of the street. We might pull up in the gas station and sit there for hours until the gas station people tell us to leave. But we ain't doing nothing but selling our CDs though. And then we go to the next spot. And we did that and did good. And that's how the whole name spread throughout the city from everybody. And like a lot of the young artists, sometimes when I bump into them and I get to talking to them, they meet me in Atlanta, so sometimes they get the impression that I'm from the A. But I've been coming down here since high school, so it's like a second home to me. But I be having to tell them, like, you know, when we put out the series of mixtapes, like, y'all was still kids, so y'all just really imitating what we fed to your uncles and older cousins and stuff like that. So, you know, but it's all been love, though. I fuck with them all, Reese, Keith, Fredo, Dirk, Chop. I fuck with all the young niggas out the shot. Lil Herb, that's my little partner. He going crazy. You know, I fuck with all them young niggas. Right now, I got a club banger called Get It Back. And it's just basically like something that speak directly to the trapper. Like anybody I know that gets money has one time in their life said or thought, hey, I'm finna spend this. I might be buying some shoes, but whatever I'm buying, I'm finna spend this. I might get right on my phone and say, hey, set me up a place. As soon as I leave, I can go get it right back. So that's where it came from, you know, to spend it and get it back. So it's like a hustler anthem, like just about spending that money. You know, it take money. You gotta spend money to make money. You gotta spend money to get new money. You gotta make room. So spend it and get it back. I got another record that's been getting a lot of attention on the mixtape, featuring Short Dog, called GANGSTA. It's been like females been Instagramming it. The homies been Instagramming it. We actually performed it at my mixtape release party at Harlem Nights at the Best of the Best open mic that the Street Execs do. It went crazy. I also got another record with Strap from Travis Porter and Skooly from T.R.U. called Trap Confessions. It's actually the last record on the CD, and it's kind of like one of the most talked about songs on the CD. It just, you know, it is what it is. It's Trap Confessions, you know. So something you got to definitely check out. It's definitely a must download. And my DABB record, you know, that's what's going on. That's the wave right now. Everybody dabbing, so you know, I did something for the dabbers. But you know, it's 10 solid records. You know what I'm saying? I think it's something on there for everybody. Like, just skim through it. You gonna find one. My little homie Mouse, he kind of was instrumental into the name of it, because when we did the record, Like I said earlier, like when we did the record, when we left, he just kept saying it like every 5 minutes. Just kept out the blue like, "Bitch, I'm Greazzy." Then him something like another 10 minutes, he might just yell it out, "Bitch, I'm Greazzy." And he like, "Bro, you gotta say that every time you rap, like but if it's at the beginning of the verse or at the end, he like, you gotta say that." And that's kind of what made me go and do the record, "Bitch, I'm Greazzy." And then it was when my engineer saved the record under b.i.g, that's when we came up with the name. So shout out Lil Mouse, because he made me kind of focus in on that ad-lib, which turned into this whole project. So yeah, my little homie Mouse, he from the hood, wild hunter shit.